let's talk about this cross section. Let's talk about this view. So initially, if I consider this half and this half, so initially the forces on this half and the forces on this half, they were equal and opposite, right? इस half में और इस half में जो forces लग रहे हैं, they were equal and opposite. But if I cut it like this and consider only the bottom half, then there will be no forces to resist this force, right? तो बेटा इसको resist करने के लिए भी there will be forces like this, right? तो बेटा अब यहां पे देखिए, these forces are directly acting on this surface, something like this. Can you see? These forces are acting directly on this surface. So these are those forces. Okay. So I have explained what forces will be acting on this cylinder. ठीक है, एक ऐसा सरफेस आया, एक ऐसा सरफेस आया, और अगर मैं इसको ऐसा कट कर दूं तो ये प्रेशर तो डायरेक्टली लग रहा है. दिस प्रेशर इज डायरेक्टली एक्टिंग. ओके, सो बेटा ऑन दिस सरफेस वट एवर दिस इज एक्टिंग, दिस इज द डायरेक्ट प्रेशर. ये तो डायरेक्टली प्रेशर ही लग रहा है. सो आई कैन कॉल दिस प्रेशर P. दिस एंड दिस इज, these three are directly pressure forces. Okay, ये तो प्रेशर है सीधा. Now understand beta, we are going to understand what are these stresses by considering a stress element. So in order to understand how these forces are acting, let me consider a stress element. So beta what I am going to do is, I am going to consider a small cube. मैं एक छोटा सा क्यूब कंसिडर करता हूं so that I can explain what will be the direction of all these stresses. Okay, so let me consider this cube. मैं इस क्यूब को पकड़ लेता हूं. Let me consider this cube. Do you understand which cube I am talking about? मैंने ये एक क्यूब कंसिडर कर लिया है. Let me draw this cube here. मैं इस क्यूब को यहां ड्रॉ कर लेता हूं. Let me draw this cube here. Okay. So this is the cube that I am talking about. Okay. Now if you still don't understand about these stresses, अगर आपको अभी भी ये stresses समझ में नहीं आए कि ये कैसे लग रहे हैं, I have a really good idea. I have a really good trick here. If you want to understand how the stresses are acting, if you want to understand what will be the direction of stress, nature of stress on this cube, then beta relate this stress with the deformation. Basically stresses are nothing but internal resistance per unit area, and this internal resistance is resisting the deformation, and according to Hooke's law the internal resistance will be directly proportional to deformation. So ultimately I can say that these stresses are there to resist the deformation, right? मैं ultimately ये बोल सकता हूं कि जो stresses develop हो रहे हैं वो deformation को resist करने के लिए ही develop हो रहे हैं. हाँ कि ना? तो बेटा if you want to understand the stress, understand the deformation, because it is very easy to understand the deformation. You can understand the deformation from this diagram, and then we will talk about the stresses. We will relate the deformation with stress. Okay, so when I apply the internal pressure to this vessel, what will be the deformation? The length of this cylinder, what is going to happen to the length? If I am applying internal pressure, what is going to happen to the length? It is very easy to imagine what is going to happen to the length. The length will expand, the length will increase, right? Now if the length is increasing, means the strain will be positive, tensile, and if the strain in this direction is tensile, then the stress will also be tensile. So there will be one stress in the direction of length. Can you look at this? This is that stress. Okay, I will call this stress sigma L. मैं इस stress को क्या बोलूंगा? Sigma L. So on this cube, that sigma L, that longitudinal stress will be in this direction. It is going to be tensile, and it is going to be in x direction for this particular element. You can consider the element anywhere. आप एलिमेंट को कहीं भी ले सकते हो, मैंने यहां लिया है तो मेरे लिए सिग्मा एल क्या है, सिग्मा एक्स है. ओके, so I hope you guys now understand how you can understand the stresses by relating them with the strain, by relating them with the deformation. तो बेटा the length is going to increase means the strain in x direction will be positive tensile, so the stress in x direction is positive tensile, right? Now beta, look at the circumference. This is the circumference. Okay, ये circumference है. So if there is internal pressure, what is going to happen to the circumference? इसके circumference के साथ क्या होगा? The circumference will obviously increase, the length will increase, and the circumference will also increase, right? So if the circumference is going to increase, means the strain is tensile, positive. So the stress will also be positive. Now this circumferential strain will be in which direction beta? My element is here, somewhere here. मेरा element जो है वो यहाँ पर है. तो बेटा ये जो circumferential strain होगा, this circumferential strain will be in which direction? Y direction, and it will be tensile, right? ये circumferential strain Y direction में होगा और ये भी कैसा होगा? Tensile होगा. I will call this circumferential stress or hoop stress. इस stress को मैं क्या बोलूंगा? I will call this stress circumferential stress or hoop stress. I hope this is also clear to you. Yes, very good, very good, very good. तो मेरे भाई ये चीज भी क्लियर हो गई है आप सबको that there is circumferential stress acting in y direction on this element and it will be tensile. तो दो stresses हम लोगों ने अच्छी तरह समझ लिए by relating them with strains. So I want you to now consider the third deformation. The third deformation will be what will happen to the thickness. ये जो thickness है, wall की thickness है, इसके साथ क्या होगा बेटा? What will happen to the wall thickness? ये जो wall की thickness है ना, what is going to happen to this? इस wall की thickness के साथ क्या होगा बेटा? Obviously, the wall thickness is going to reduce, right? If you apply internal pressure, this wall thickness is going to reduce. So you are going to get another stress, but it is going to be in z direction. Look at this beta. Look at this surface. Look at this surface. From inside, there will be a stress on this surface. इस surface की बात कर रहा हूं मैं, ठीक है? अंदर की तरफ जो surface है ना, inside there is a surface. It will be subjected to a pressure like this. So beta, that will be compressive because the thickness is going to reduce. I hope you guys can imagine that. I hope आप लोग imagine कर पा रहे हो. Okay. I hope you guys are able to imagine this third stress. Yes. Sigma R. Very good, very good. Excellent Piyush, Roshan, Karthik, excellent Sid, excellent Kundan. So beta, the length is going to increase, the circumference is going to increase, but the thickness is going to reduce. So now will you be able to understand how these stresses are acting, why they are in these particular directions, and why all of them are sigma, why there is no tau? Because it is pressure. So it is going to be normal on every surface. हर surface पे pressure normally लगेगा. So stresses will be normal only. There will be no shear stress. There will be only normal stresses. Okay. So we are getting three stresses in x, y, and z direction for this particular element. If I consider another element, मैं कहीं और element लेता, तो फिर इन stresses का direction शायद change हो जाता. शायद ये y में चला जाता, ये x में चला जाता. But I am considering this particular element. So for this particular element, sigma L will be sigma x, sigma C will be sigma y, and sigma R will be sigma z. Now another thing that you need to understand is that sigma L and sigma C, they are developed on a surface which is being cut by the section. ये जो stresses है sigma L and sigma C, ये ऐसे surface पे develop हो रहे हैं जिसको हमने सेक्शन लेके कट किया है. सो दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी इक्वल टू द प्रेशर, है कि नहीं? अगर मैं फोर्स इक्वेट करूं तो प्रेशर इनटू एरिया, and this into area. Now the area on which pressure is acting is different and the area on which this sigma C and sigma L is acting is different. है कि नहीं? फॉर एग्जाम्पल बेटा प्रेशर जो है वो x डायरेक्शन में अगर आप बात करो प्रेशर इस सरफेस पे लग रहा है, ठीक है, x डायरेक्शन में अगर आप बात करो तो प्रेशर इस सरफेस पे लग रहा है, मतलब कि अगर मैं इस सिलेंडर को कंसीडर करूं देन ऑन दिस सरफेस my sigma L is acting, sorry, my pressure is acting, but my sigma L is not acting on this surface, my sigma L is acting on a surface which is cut by the section, यानी कि ये वाला सरफेस कट करने के बाद जो सरफेस मिल रहा है. सो बेटा will my sigma L be equal to P if I equate the forces, अगर मैं forces को equate करूं तो sigma L into area and P into area, दोनों एरिया डिफरेंट होंगे तो sigma L और P भी डिफरेंट होगा. आई होप ये पॉइंट आपको समझ में आया. बट इफ आई कंसिडर दिस सरफेस, जिस सरफेस पे सिग्मा आर लग रहा है, इफ आई कंसिडर दिस सरफेस देन बेटा P is also acting on this surface and sigma R is also acting on this surface. In fact your P is the sigma R, जो P है वही sigma R है. तो बेटा यहां पर sigma R will be equal to P, सिग्मा R जो है वो P के बराबर होता है. इट इज इक्वल टू द प्रेशर. इफ यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई, कंसीडर दिस इनर सरफेस बेटा. द प्रेशर इज डायरेक्टली एक्टिंग नॉर्मल टू द सरफेस एंड सिग्मा आर इज ऑल्सो नॉर्मल टू दिस सरफेस. सो बोथ आर इक्वल, सिग्मा आर एंड पी बोथ आर इक्वल. ये सिग्मा आर जो है ये प्रेशर के ही बराबर होगा क्योंकि सिग्मा आर जिस सरफेस पे लग रहा है, सिग्मा आर इस सरफेस पे लग रहा है, ये अंदर वाला जो सरफेस आपको दिख रहा है, दिस अंदर वाला सरफेस, इस सरफेस पे, इस वाले सरफेस पे सिग्मा आर लग रहा है और उसी सरफेस पे पी भी लग रहा है, दोनों नॉर्मल लग रहे हैं. सो बोथ आर इक्वल, सिग्मा आर इज इक्वल टू द प्रेशर. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, थैंक यू सो मच, वेरी गुड. सो नाउ बेटा सिग्मा एल, सिग्मा सी, सिग्मा आर, वी हैव थ्री स्ट्रेसेस एंड सिग्मा आर इज इक्वल टू द प्रेशर. ठीक है, अब यहां पे एक पॉइंट समझिए. इफ आई कंसिडर एनी पॉइंट, इफ आई कंसिडर एनी पॉइंट ऑन द आउटर सरफेस, अगर मैं आउटर सरफेस पे कोई पॉइंट कंसिडर करूं, देन व्हाट विल बी द प्रेशर एक्टिंग ऑन दिस सरफेस, ऑन दिस पॉइंट. इस पॉइंट पे प्रेशर कितना होगा? इफ आई कंसिडर एनी पॉइंट इनसाइड द सरफेस, अगर मैं इनसाइड सरफेस पे, इनसाइड वॉल पे कोई पॉइंट कंसिडर करूं, देन बेटा द प्रेशर ऑन दैट सरफेस विल बी इक्वल टू P. बट इफ आई कंसिडर अ पॉइंट ऑन द आउटर सरफेस, अगर मैं आउटर सरफेस पे कोई पॉइंट कंसिडर करूं, देन व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी द प्रेशर ऑन द आउटर सरफेस. आउटर सरफेस पे प्रेशर कितना होगा? टेल मी व्हाट विल बी द प्रेशर ऑन द आउटर सरफेस. आउटर सरफेस पे प्रेशर कितना आएगा? प्रेशर आउटर सरफेस पे प्रेशर कितना आएगा? टेल मी व्हाट विल बी द प्रेशर ऑन द आउटर सरफेस. अरे एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर आएगा, बट एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर कंसीडर कर रहे हैं क्या? हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट गेज प्रेशर. सो व्हाट विल बी द गेज प्रेशर ऑन द आउटर सरफेस? व्हाट विल बी द गेज प्रेशर ऑन द आउटर सरफेस? Are you considering absolute pressure? You are considering the gauge pressure. So what will be the gauge pressure on the outer surface? Yes, it will be zero. The gauge pressure on the outer surface will be zero, which nobody is answering. ठीक है, कोई बोल ही नहीं रहा है, सब एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर, एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर, एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर पे लगे हुए हैं. ठीक है, तो एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर इज द जीरो प्रेशर, गेज प्रेशर विल बी जीरो. सो ऑन आउटर सरफेस if I consider any point, then the pressure will be zero. And if you have studied the concept of plane stress, I told you one example of plane stress. When do you get plane stress? When you consider a point on the outer surface of any element, then you get plane stress. तो यहां पे भी वही चीज होगी. Understand, right now it is subjected to triaxial loading. अभी इसके ऊपर triaxial loading लग रही है. हाँ, but if I consider a point on the outer surface, then beta that point will be subjected to biaxial stress. because sigma r will be 0. So sigma r at any point on outer surface will be equals to 0. So if I consider any point on the outer surface, then the state of stress will be something like this. अगर मैं कोई ऐसा पॉइंट कंसिडर करूं जो आउटर सरफेस पे हो, तो उस पे स्टेट ऑफ स्ट्रेस कुछ ऐसा आएगा. देयर विल बी सिग्मा एल, देयर विल बी सिग्मा सी, बट देयर विल बी नो सिग्मा आर, बिकॉज सिग्मा आर विल बी देयर इन द इनर सरफेस. अगर आप इनर सरफेस पकड़ के चलोगे, इफ यू कंसिडर द इनर सरफेस, there will be sigma r, but if you consider the outer surface, that sigma r will be 0. Okay, so can we consider that the point on the outer surface is subjected to biaxial stress? Yes. Now why it is considered as plane stress? इसको plane stress क्यों बोलते हैं? Because now in order to show these stresses, you don't have to consider a triaxial element. अब इन stresses को show करने के लिए आपको triaxial मतलब 3D एलिमेंट की जरूरत नहीं है. यू कैन शो दीज स्ट्रेसेस यूजिंग अ प्लेन एलिमेंट. आप एक ऐसे प्लेन एलिमेंट को लेके भी इन स्ट्रेसेस को शो कर सकते हो. सो कैन आई से दैट द पॉइंट ऑन द आउटर सरफेस ऑफ थिन सिलेंडर इज सब्जेक्टेड टू ओनली बाइएक्सियल स्ट्रेस? यस, वेरी गुड. नाउ यू माइट बी थिंकिंग, sir, how conveniently you have ignored the surface, inner surface. Biaxial stress बनाना था तो अंदर के surface को ignore कर दोगे, ऐसे चलेगा क्या? ये तो गलत बात है ना. If I am designing this cylinder, then बेटा I can't say that चलो बाहर कम stress मिल रहा है तो बाहर का point पकड़ के डिजाइन करते. No. So what happens if I consider a point inside the surface? You will get sigma r, but understand, sigma r is equal to P, and I have already told you that in case of thin pressure vessel, why the thickness is less? Thickness कम क्यों है? Because it is subjected to very low pressure, right? It is above atmospheric, but it is not that high pressure. It is 1 megapascal, 2 megapascal, 0.5 megapascal. It is of that range. So if the pressure is so small, then sigma r will also be very small. So even if I consider a point on the inner surface, I will get sigma r, but that sigma r will be so small, then you can imagine that it is negligible. You can consider that to be negligible. Is this point clear to everyone? क्या ये point सबको clear है? Is this point clear to everyone that if I consider a point inside the surface, I will get sigma r, but it is equal to P, and P is very small in our case. So that's why we can neglect it. But if it is a thick pressure vessel, you will not be able to neglect it. Why? Because sigma r is equals to P, and in case of thick pressure vessel, P will not be very small. It will be large. So that's why we will not be able to neglect sigma r in case of thick pressure vessel. I hope all of you are clear about this point. I hope ये point सबको समझ में आ गया है. Yes, बहुत बढ़िया, very good. So now we have understood each and every stress acting at a point on the surface of pressure vessel. So shall we move on to the calculation of these stresses? Yes. We will calculate the value of sigma L and sigma C. And understand, we are considering a thin pressure vessel. So the derivation will be completely different than thick pressure vessel. I will tell you exactly where the derivation will be different. कहां derivation में change आएगा ये मैं आपको बताऊंगा, ठीक है?
It's time to experience something glorious. Unacademy Combat. Compete, crack, conquer.
A challenging gate contest engineered to give you an experience like none other.
Where you put your knowledge to test
and battle it out with the best.
To bring out the best in you, Unacademy Combat is the most competitive, gamified contest for gate till date, with the best of the questions by best educators.
with detailed video solutions from top educators right after each contest.
Combat live with peers to get real-time rankings and win big.
Participate in every contest to improve your ratings.
Challenging contests every fortnight or alternate Sunday. Live ranking after every question. Big rewards for top rankers. Your passion to crack Gate deserves this. Your hard work towards your dream deserves this. Fuel your inner fire for the ultimate Gate challenge. Unacademy Combat. Register now.